or expect that your invitation to the annual backyard barbecue would include witnessing the host tying the knot. So amazing, and now that means that Tammy and Steve have to up the ante for next year.
No babies.
My name is actually Jennifer Reed, and I have the privilege of performing today's wedding ceremony. Before we move forward, though, I would like to offer a quiet moment of honor for Tammy's father, Tom. He could not be with us today, but his presence is felt and deeply missed. On behalf of the happy couple, thank you for being here today together in the presence of family, friends, and God. We witness this forward step in the relationship. Stephen and Tammy, we share in your joy of finding love with one another and life. And we add our best wishes to the words which shall unite you today here in marriage. Marriage is the ultimate gesture of commitment to one another. And with that commitment, you pledge to honor the triumphs, but also the trials and tribulations of everyday life. At times bringing inescapable bumps in the road and unforeseen challenges. Circumstances that will bring about obstacles and maybe some changes. But what has not changed and what will not change is the devotion that you have for one another. Always remembering to remain grounded in the commitment that you make here today. And remembering all the firsts that made you pick each other to spend the rest of your lives with. The first date, the first laugh, and the first I love yous spoken. No one knows where they will meet someone and fall in love, and as you all know, when it comes to love, timing is everything. Tammy and Steve's story is one of life's quiet reminders that love doesn't always show up how or when you expect it to. Some love stories take their time, which makes them all the more beautiful. How could these two former schoolmates know that one day their paths would cross again, and this time everything would click? Complete with all the first date moments, giddy excitement like they were those two teenagers once again. Most would describe this as serendipitous, a full circle moment. Now sharing a life together for the past six years and spending some of their most favorite times building this, their forever home. Tammy and Stephen live a life of a couple who already exemplify what it is to be married to one another, growing in a love that remains steady, deeply rooted and built on something that is unwavering. So today it is with their truths in mind and armed with the strength of the years that they have behind them, that they hope to honor and validate the life that they wish to continue living as they begin this next chapter. Vows and promises are the personal and emotional expressions of love that you have for each other, and they will help solidify the commitment that you make here today.
Here we stand among our loved ones and dear friends. In the very corner we stood. We spoke about our dreams for this place, the place we planned, designed, and built. The work we've done here in our home can be seen as a metaphor for our love. Love requires constant attention, maintenance, and protection. It demands consistent efforts, communication, and time, as well as working through some of the hard stuff. We have a thriving and healthy connection. You truly are a blessing, and for this I'm forever grateful and honored. You and I are like two puzzle pieces. Our bigger picture existed long before our separate lives were carved out. We came together briefly back in 1987, 38 years ago, as young teens, and though we encountered other pieces over the years, none quite fit the way we fit together. Everything just works for us. From the very first night we began messaging, everything just feels better with us, because we were made to fit perfectly together. Us meeting later in life was how it was supposed to happen. Both of us experiencing life, hurting, healing, making mistakes, growing, and working on ourselves. It was like all the stars aligned on that cold March night in 2019 and said, here you go, heal together, grow together, and love one another. Steve, it takes a truly selfless man to break the mindset of a girl who has never been loved correctly and to show her what true love looks like. You've shown me how to respect feels and what it means to be treated right. You have patience for me like no other. You're always there for me. And I know it's not easy, especially during my darker moments. I want to thank you for this. You are an incredible father, fully committed to his girls, a man devoted to his family. You're also there for my kids, offering them guidance and advice when they ask, and parental support for me when I need it. It takes an extraordinary man to step up and help raise children that are not his own. And for this, my children and I are indebted to you. Steve, you love without limits, like it's the easiest thing in the world. So today, I vow to you to bring lightness and love into your heavy days. I promise to listen, even when I already know I might just be wrong. I assure that we shall always stop and dance, even when there's no music. I will remind you that even selfless hearts still need rest. I promise to grow old with you and build a life full of joy and gratitude, memories, happiness, tenderness, and wonderment. I vow to honor the gift of you every day, to never take for granted the miracle of another chance to love. I vow to hold a space for your dreams even when I feel that my own could be more significant. I will remind you that your love, constant and true, is one of the greatest gifts I've ever known. You are my calm, my safe place, my compass. And somehow, even now, after all these years, you still give me butterflies. So today, as I hold your hand, here in the sanctuary that we built, surrounded by the love and the honor and the grace, I promise that I am committed to you to share all things in love and loyalty forever. You are everything I hope for and nothing I expect. I love you so very much.